Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the Enderlin tornado, the 2025. I am making this video because it came out also suddenly and unexpectedly, because none of us knew that the Enderlin tornado 2025 that appeared on the radar on June 20th, 2025, no one knew that that would ever become an EF5 tornado, which it has now been confirmed that it is now an EF5 tornado, which formed on June 20th, 2025 at 11:02 p.m. The other reason this tornado was really dangerous, as well as its EF5 intensity with 210 mile an hour winds as the peak, is because it formed after dark. So what I'm trying to say is it was a nocturnal tornado, and all information, if you wanted to pause this video and just take a little read, which is why this is on the screen. It also touched down at 11:02 p.m. and it went on for approximately 3.8 to 10 miles south of Enderlin in Ransom County after intensifying to EF2 strength, destroying an outbuilding and snapping trees. The tornado became extremely violent southeast of Enderlin, derailing and tossing several train cars and empty tanker cars at EF5 intensity. The tornado then continued northeast, destroying a substandard construction farmhouse and causing intense tree damage, which is what I'm going to show you on screen. The first picture you guys can see is a picture from a storm chaser that was chasing that storm, and he managed to catch this during his live stream when lightning struck, which obviously shows it was pretty dark. It was huge. It weren't too many miles wide, but still really dangerous, killing 3 people. This here then is obviously the radar image. As you can see the storm here. We zoom in. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, how do I get off that? Escape. I'm stuck on that. So this is the radar image, as you guys can see. And if you look I don't know if you can see my mouse down the bottom here, but just above the mouse, this here is the hook on the tornado, on the on the radar, which when you see a hook obviously indicates something big is forming or has already formed and is on the ground. As it was on the ground, they did send a emergency alert out to those in the affected areas, which was called a extreme weather alert. This here is obviously the path of the Enderlin EF5 tornado of June 20, 2025. This map is an illustration showing the tracks of the 2025 Enderlin North Dakota tornadoes, including the Enderlin EF5 and Coburn EF2 that both formed around the same time. And obviously you can just see how strong the tornado was in that structure on the picture on the screen right now. Next up, you can actually see how wide this got, and the purple triangles here are showing EF5 intensity, which is why it reached that. This is the tree damage near Maple Drive, root ball displacement. Wow, just wow! Just look at that. I don't know if you guys can see. This is the train damage, and obviously you can see that the train goes back up here, and it's derailed up here, and a few carts have been derailed down there. So let's go back off of that. So we're back to that picture now. Just going to read a bit more off this. The path length was 12.10 miles, and the highest wind speeds were 210 mile an hour, obviously. And the overall effects were fatalities, which is also known as deaths, is 3. And the areas near Enderlin and North Dakota was impacting. The tornado was actually initially rated as a high-end EF5 with the highest wind speeds estimated at about 160 miles per hour. So no one knew this was happening, but a lot of people were chasing that storm in person and had seen it. It was on the ground for 19 minutes, and obviously the main reason why everyone's talking about this so much is the fact that it's been 12 years since we ever had one, which was last seen in Moore, Oklahoma on May 20th of 2013. So we're going to read from the top and just go down a few lines. In the late hours of June 20th, 2025, obviously around 20 past 11 it dissipated, so about 11 o'clock it formed, a large and extremely violent EF5 tornado moved through the areas near Enderlin and North Dakota, part of a larger outbreak and sequence that occurred across the northern Great Plains between June 19th and 22, which is 22nd, my bad. The tornado, initially referred to by the National Weather Service, also known as NWS, as Enderlin Tornado #1, was the first to be rated EF5 on the Enhanced Fujita scale, which we're going to be looking at now. EFU is known as unknown, no surveyable damage. EF0 then is 65 to 85 mile an hour with light damage. EF1 is 86 to 110 moderate damage. EF2 111 to 135 mile an hour winds, considerable damage. EF3 intensity then on the Enhanced Fujita scale was 136 mile an hour to 165 mile an hour wind speed, which is known for severe damage. EF4 rating is rated usually between 166 to 200 mile an hour, which is known as devastating damage. And EF5 is just unrecognizable, so incredible damage, and just 200 mile an hour plus winds. Now, I don't think there's much to say on this, but I just wanted to say I'm really surprised this has happened. Obviously, you can see from the photos I'm showing now at the end of this video. I'm so feel bad for families that lost their people. Only 3 passed, sadly. But in all fairness, a lot of people were predicting something would happen soon, and something has happened with this nocturnal tornado striking Enderlin, and devastating damage was caused. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching to this video, and don't forget to follow my weather page on Facebook, which I upload more on, at Evans Weather at facebook.com, or if you go onto Facebook and type that up, or Storm Chasers 2025, you will then find a further group I have created and I also upload in. I hope to see you again soon, and I will be updating you on the next severe storm. I might do an update on the storm that's in the Atlantic Ocean right now. I'm not sure yet, not confirmed, but I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely rest of your day.